Hey, welcome back to Open Hand Farm. Do I have a treat for you today? This man over here, he's gonna cook for you. Some people think I'm a bad wife because he makes his own breakfast, but he loves the recipe that he's making, and I don't want to mess with that. So he's gonna show you what he eats for breakfast around here.
Okay, we are gonna make Huevos Chorizo today. So, I have my handy dandy,
Last chance cook-off.
yes, last chance cook-off apron that Penny won for, I think I helped with that,
You
didn't I?
did.
Yeah. We have a video of that little adventure. We'll put a card up if you want to see what we did. It's one of the other rare times that I actually do some cooking. All right, Huevos Chorizo, I eat them probably 6 times a week. And I don't know if that speaks to my lack of desire for variety or what. We are gonna do this, and I'm keeping track of the time to see how long it takes. It's gonna be a little off. You'll notice I've already torn some wax paper, gotten some things out, but it's gonna take some extra time to move the camera around. So I figure it'll be roughly right, and we started at about 4 o'clock. Okay, so we have some water glassed eggs left over here. They need to be used, and honestly, this is another one we have a video of. I think they're maybe even better than our regular eggs. All right, I'm gonna rinse these off because they do have that lovely lime solution, and yeah, I don't really want to taste that. Now, there would have been a day when I would have really been hurting to run water that much. And if you don't understand why, Penny just did a video about it, and you can check it out. There'll be another card for that, so look into that. I'm a little cautious with my water glassed eggs just because I don't want to put 5 eggs in there and then get one that's bad. I've never had one that was bad, but let's just not take that chance. I give it the smell test. It smells delightful. I'm going to use 6 eggs, also half a dozen. One thing that is different about the water glass egg is that the yolks seem a little bit gummier, if anything. I don't think it's a problem. I've eaten a fair number of them, and they're fine. But it is peculiar. Okay, got 6 eggs. We're gonna move over to the stove and continue this lovely process.
Okay.
I'm gonna use here is some chorizo sausage. I don't have the outer wrapper because this was in a package of 2. All right, I cut the wrapper up the side, and now I'm gonna put it in the pan. And there we go. Okay, I'm gonna break the sausage up a hair. Chorizo is a spicy Mexican sausage. If it's made of something that I don't want to hear about, please don't put that in the comments, because I don't really know. It is a pork sausage, although they do have a beef version that is also available. All right. Now, there are only going to be 4 ingredients to this: the sausage, the eggs, some chili peppers, which come conveniently in a can, although you could cut up your own. And actually, I have some sitting over here I could have used. Fresh peppers might have been good. And then the tortilla that will wrap it all up. Now, the meat is a different color than what you might be used to cooking. It is a little pinker when it comes out of the wrapper, and it's turning a little browner. And it will also break up pretty easily once it's done, which is nice because you want it broken up. It'll start to get a little bit of a crunch to it on the pan side. And that's a pretty good indication that it's pretty much there. And it's pretty much there. Now, normally while it's first heating up, I would be getting out some of the things, maybe opening up my chili can. So I'm kind of putting things in there. But once it gets going, you want to keep moving it so that it's not going to get all burned. I think this is ready. And it really doesn't put off all that much grease. So I'm not draining any grease off of it. There's my 6 eggs. And I'll put those in there. And of course, they'll start to harden. And I just want to get it nicely mixed up. While this is still liquidy, got my lovely green chilies diced, and I'll dump them in too. Now, this is a great alternative for somebody who doesn't eat dairy products. There's no cheese in it. I like cheese, but this is perfectly good without it. And if you can't handle it, then maybe this is the one for you. And it's pretty close to there. Still sizzling a little bit. You can see what I'm ending up with is just a mix of the sausage, the eggs, and the chili peppers. And I've turned the heat off and just gonna let it finish up there. I'm using some great value flour tortillas. They're the medium size. They come 10 to a package. That's how I know to buy that one, because there are 10 to a package. Now, I'm gonna make eventually 7 burritos out of this. Why 7? Because that's what I got the first time I did it, and it worked out great, so I've just kept with that, and it's been a pretty good way to measure. I put a nice big dollop in there, and it's still steaming. And now I roll it up, and then use the wax paper to wrap it up. One thing I did notice last time I did this, and it was just because I think I was a little bit in a hurry, I put them in the refrigerator before they had fully cooled down, and they really gathered some condensation. So the bag that I put them in was pretty wet. So let them cool down for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. At our local convenience store, Quick Trip, I have in the past bought they don't call it Huevos Chorizo, but that's what it is, a burrito for breakfast. And I noticed, I bought one the other day just to weigh it, and it weighs a bit more than what mine end up weighing. And yet, I find these just as satisfying. So I'm not sure what the difference is, or if I'm just being utterly happy with my own cooking. Okay, that's 3 of them. Typically, because I go to my work 3 days a week, work from campus, I will, on Monday or whenever I think of it, I'll take 3 of these, stick them in the little refrigerator I have in my office, and have them one each day. The reheating is really complicated. Stick it in the microwave for a minute and you're good. Now I will say that a lot of times when you unwrap them, the tortilla will stick and peel off some. I think it's good to unwrap it before you nuke it so that it's a little more, it's already separated. It's okay. And one more. $4.23, so 23 minutes, even with a little bit of extra time and redoing some things and moving the camera around and letting Penny tell me how amazing I looked in this apron. Each of these burritos costs about 90 cents, actually 87 cents was what I came up with, and that is if we price the eggs at $3 a dozen, because these came from our own chickens. We could say, oh, they're free or they're cheaper, but we'll go with the $3 a dozen, which is a pretty nice, healthy price for eggs. The ones I get at Quick Trip run about $2.99. They're a little bit bigger, but certainly not 3 times as big. So good value. I find them real tasty. Like I said, I eat them 5-6 days a week, and I'm happy. I made more. All right, if you like this or you have your own Huevos Chorizo recipe, put it in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs up. And until next time, blessings on you and yours.